Hey there YouTubers, having a look around Bowen Jetty, the Bowen CBD. Coastal town of Bowen is 1,155 kilometres north of Brisbane. It's a population of about 11,000 people. Originally the area was densely inhabited with Aboriginal people due to the abundant natural resources. In the middle of last century, the Port of Denison, as it was originally called, was the busiest port and largest port north of Brisbane. Photo here in 1953 shows some large ships being loaded and unloaded at Bowen. Flying back across the jetty from the southern end of Herbert Street, which is the main street of Bowen, and this is the street that we will be having a look at a little bit later in the video. The jetty is a beautiful place for a morning walk, enjoying the scenery and doing a bit of fishing. As you'll see later, there's a really magnificent fishing platform down on the far end, on the deep end. Coming back down to earth now, having a look at the Little Big Mango. The Big Mango is out on Bruce Highway. It's low tide at the moment, Sunday afternoon I think it was. Mallie's going to take you all for a walk down to the jetty. Let's go. I don't know exactly how long it is. I'll be guessing about 600 or 700 metres. Mallie's found something interesting to look at, and it's actually a turtle. Came up to say hello. There's a couple of tugboats stationed at the end of the pier on the right hand side. Not exactly sure what they're for, but there are obviously some large ships coming from time to time. Here's the main wharf area and fishing platform and fish cleaning table. It's a fantastic facility. Didn't seem to be catching too many fish from well there. Heading back down towards the beach, having a look at the low tide. Flying parallel to Santa Barbara Parade, which is named after the ship that first sailed into the harbour here. Looking across northwest into Bowen to the swimming pool, and you can just see the edge of the Harbour Lights Caravan Park just before we stop. There it is there, flying back the other way now. Having a look at the jetty. Really nice beach for a walk, plenty of facilities there for families and kids to play with, and picnic areas. And that big vacant lot over there, if you can see, was for the site of the Australia movie. It was made in 2007. Over the jetty again, and looking down towards the sailing club is the big white building there, and a bit further down is the dog off the leash beach. Back on terra firma, we're having a look at this monument, which remembers the discovery of the harbour by the British, 1859. Sailed in on the Santa Barbara, and flying from the harbour right straight down into Herbert Street, as I said, is the main street of Bowen. The intersection there is the Grandview Hotel, which we'll be having a walk under shortly. Almost the widest streets I think I've seen in any town in Australia. Here we are, down on the ground looking at the Grandview Hotel. Mr. 4X up the top there. Been here for a long time, this pub. It was here when I last visited in 1986. Didn't look quite as flash as it does nowadays. Just having a walk around a block up. Central Hotel. You can see how wide the streets are. Close up of the Central Hotel where the locals drink by the sound of it. This is one of the murals around Bowen. There's quite a few, but I didn't sort of get too much footage of the other ones. And looking across the road from the Commonwealth Bank is Burn Flip & Co. Looking down the street to see the National Bank. There's another one of Burn Flip & Co. I think looks like it's known by a different name now, but Burn Flip & Co. was one of the early businesses in Bowen. There's the Mitre Home Hardware, and there's a Mitre 10 a couple of blocks over as well. Burns Flip & Co. 1873. Not the original building, but they've been around for a long time. Down another block, having a look at the Whitsunday Regional Council offices. It's not the head office is in Proserpine, but they do perform some functions there, and this may be, well, their drinking hole, the Larrikin Hotel. A view of the post office, and scanning around there, we'll see the police station in a minute. It's just, we'll zoom in a little bit. There's the police station. There's another one of the post office, slightly better picture. Then walking along a bit next to the post office is the Bowen Telephone Exchange. Not sure if anybody's in there plugging people in anymore, but quite a substantial building. And on the other side of the road opposite is the library. Didn't go in, but it looks like a pretty big library, pretty good facility. Across the road in a second and have a look at the courthouse. Going across now. Quite a substantial courthouse. And looking straight across is the back of the police station. On the top of the hill in Herbert Street is the War Memorial, remembering the fallen soldiers who made the ultimate sacrifice for their country and for our freedom. Looking back towards the beach now, and walking past this house here and observing the trees blowing in the wind. Bowen has got the nickname of Blowing Bowen. You can actually buy t-shirts with that on it. And look at the Holy Trinity Anglican Church, the main street. Looking back down the main street again. Here we are, we're at Horseshoe Bay Beach, one of the most famous beaches in Queensland. And here's another view of the beach from the Rotary Lookout. And don't forget, if you're in Bowen, to have a look at the museum. Fantastic display and really friendly, helpful and informed people to show you around. Thanks for watching, YouTubers. Don't forget to smash that like button and consider subscribing. That would help us a great deal. See you next time, and may God bless you.